Hey friends, just a quick little reminder, if you're grabbing a new Sims 4 pack soon, consider applying my creator code at checkout. Thanks to EA's supported creator program, if you type in Symtherin, it helps support my channel at no extra cost to you. It's like buying me a coffee, but Sim style. It's a small thing, and there are a ton of codes out there, so thank you for choosing mine. Alright, go build something cozy, and don't forget, creator code Symtherin. Hey, thanks for Slythering-in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome in if you are new. Today we are back again with another installment of my starter home series. If you are not aware, my starter home series is where I am going from world to world, basically building a starter home for that world. And those starter homes are limited pack. So whatever world we're in, that's the only pack we can use. So for today, we are in Chestnut Ridge, which I don't know why it took me so long to do a Chestnut Ridge starter home. But this is the world that came with Horse Ranch, so we are only using Horse Ranch and base game to build this. And as you can see, I really wanted to make sure this had like a barn shape to it. And I wasn't really sure how I was going to pull that off because my starter homes I tried to keep pretty small, only because when you have too much room to decorate inside, your homes start looking kind of bland and empty. Obviously, if it's larger, then you have room to grow, right? You're going to get money and stuff. But I like my starter homes to look kind of more lived in, or as lived in as possible anyway. But that's just up to me, I guess. But anyway, here we are picking out some windows. We are using these base game windows that came with a update earlier this year. I am obsessed with those windows. I just cannot stop using them. We also pair them with some other base game windows with shutters, and there's a couple of Horse Ranch windows around and whatnot. But over here, I wanted to make sure we had like a place for your horse to be, at least enough to make sure all of their needs are taken care of. We have their water trough, their food trough, we have their little hay bed, and I do end up getting a toy as well, like one of those inflatable balls. Obviously, you would not be able to, unless you create the horse in Create a Sim, but if that's something you wanted to work up towards, you wouldn't have enough simoleons to adopt or purchase a horse right off the bat when you move in. You would have to rags to riches it and work for that money, you know? So I thought that would be kind of fun to explore. I originally have like two entrances in the front. We have the open archway with the like barn doors, but then I have another door off to the left. Yes, that's my left hand. I had to do the L thing real quick. But I originally wanted to have those two entrances just because I thought it would be fun, but I ultimately got rid of that other door and just went with the open barn doors. I know it's probably not ideal to just have open doors right into your living room like that, but I like the look of it, and this is a barn home, right? So that's what we kind of had to play with. But obviously, if you do not like that, you can always change it. You can always alter the builds to meet your exact needs if you have to. Just don't re-upload them and call them your own. Obviously, always give credit where credit is due, whether it's my build or someone else's build. But I digress. This is up on the gallery for you guys if you are interested. It is under my ID, which is Symtherin. I almost forgot words there. Crazy. This is honestly my second voiceover of the day, so I'm a little sleepy. The one I did earlier today was my tiny hobbit hole build, which was super fun to do. So if you have not seen that, please go and check that out in anticipation of the new Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. The only difference between that voiceover and this one is now I have had my coffee and completed all of my chores for today. So I'm in a good mood right now. I'm like, let's tackle on this week ahead because it's Sunday, the night I'm recording this, and I hate those Sunday scaries, but you know what? It is what it is. Monday is right around the corner, and we're just gonna have to tackle it and make do with what we have. So here we are getting together the bathroom. I wanted to make sure I got all of these items out of the way first. We have the sink and shower are from Horse Ranch. I think everything else in here is technically base game. I guess this lamp, and I think I get some wall art as well up here. So really cute little tiny bathroom. I think I even get the little hay rug. I don't know. It's probably not ideal for a bathroom, but I thought it was cute nonetheless. I also really liked using those like Harbinger brick down there, or stone. I think it might be more brick than stone. Here we are getting the kitchen together, and we have a pretty good sized kitchen area here. There does end up being some empty space in the corner next to these counters after I put the dining room table in here because I didn't quite know what to do with it. And I was like, well, if I have enough simoleons, I'll come back here. And I didn't. So maybe that'd be a good place for some bookshelves or other shelving units of whatnot, or maybe even like a skill building item, whatever works for you. I also really enjoyed doing a lofted space here. I am trying to do lofts more often because I do find them really fun and I think they add character to builds. So I did that this time, especially like it's a barn. I feel like that's pretty common to have a lofted space in barns, at least the ones I have seen anyway. So I thought that was super fun. And of course, you have a ladder to get up there. Down here, we actually have not just one, but two sofas for hanging out, a small fireplace, a bookshelf, and it's just a little very cozy space, in my opinion. I can imagine summer nights here and just kind of chilling, reading by the fire, and hearing your horse nicker and neigh right outside your door, or maybe inside your build, because that tends to happen with horses in The Sims 4 anyway. Looking back on this build now, because it's been some time since I've actually completed it, I do wish I had added a little more color in the kitchen. I really leaned into like the blacks in there for some reason, and I like them, but I wish I had brought in some more of that blue and yellow that we have in the living room to kind of brighten the space up a little bit. So you live and learn. That's how that happens. And then up here in the bedroom, it's pretty simple. We end up getting some curtains, we have some lamps. Most of this up here is actually from the Horse Ranch expansion pack. Maybe all of it, actually. Even the chair I pick out. I almost went with like a fancier chair, but I felt like it was too fancy. But here is a desk over here. So if you end up getting a computer or a laptop at some point, then you have a place to put it and use it. That is not your dining room table, but you could use the dining room table too if you don't want to come up and down the ladder all the time. And then back here, I think I end up getting a picnic table on this spot. I thought about some log benches and wish that I could have enough money for like a little fire pit, but we end up doing this. And I think, do I afford a... No, I don't get a picnic basket because that's not in the Horse Ranch or base game. So we get that little item. I forget the name of it, but it looks like a bunch of like things you would probably smoke or something, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, it's there. But now that we have all of our items and we are out of simoleons, it's time to landscape. I say this every time. If you're doing a starter home, it is always best to make sure you get all of your furniture done first. Then you can come out here and landscape, because we have this glorious thing called the debug menu. And I feel like I have been tooting that horn in almost every video recently, but I will keep tooting that horn because I do enjoy the debug menu for landscaping. I feel like there are a lot of good textures for certain things, and it's an easy way to blend into the world too, especially if you filter by your pack that you're in, like the world you're in, and you can kind of look around and look and see what's available to you, find it in the debug menu, and then kind of get your lot to mix and match and just mold right into the world, you know? That was kind of a weird way to say that, I feel like. Huh. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing it fantastic. I know we are like 10 minutes into the build, and how rude of me for saying that so late. Gosh, Symtherin, get it together. But I hope you guys are doing well, and hoping you are having a good summer. There's currently a heat wave right now. Hopefully by the time you see this video, that heat wave is long, 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 long behind us, but I know I am sweating. The AC helps, but it's definitely not getting cold in here. It's kind of keeping it at like a lukewarm temperature, you know. It's not very satisfying, but at least I'm not like dying either, which is really good. So I'm very lucky. Anyway, I hope you guys are handling that. But after some terrain paint, we are actually done with the build. So our next part is to jump into the game and kind of take a look at it, do some play testing, talk about some things, maybe even get a horse to play test. We'll see. Welcome back. We are here to play test this Chestnut Ridge starter home. It looks super cute in live mode, I feel like, anyway. And I love just a starter home that looks like a little barn shaped like this. I thought that was super fun. First, I do want to... we need to purchase a horse. I can't afford it. So let's pretend we did all of the things like make money the right way and stuff, because this is a starter home. So let's rescue... yeah, we're gonna rescue a horse. We have Cha-Cha. Oh, so cute. Fancy. Sabrina. Sierra. Aggressive, intelligent, and defiant. Oh boy. Alright. I have to go with Sierra. Shout out to my friend Sierra. If you guys don't know Sierra, she also does content over here on YouTube and Instagram and all those things. You know what? I'll make sure I link her down below since I'm shouting her out. Go on and get your pony. We are Slythering-in. Oh my god, look at the little hat. Oh, I love it. Okay, cool. So I just want to make sure we can assign bed, that we can call the horse to drink. I think I'm already being bullied. And let's refill the filler. Did I say refill the filler? Refill feeder. Okay, I can't get there. Whoa, that was weird. Well, the horse can go drink, but I can't go here. Let me see if I just have to pull it out a little bit. There. Okay, I just had to pull it out a little bit. Cool. Can you eat? Ask horse to eat. Aww. So sweet. But why are we have negative reaction? Why? Okay, the horse can eat. Before I ask her to sleep, I am going to ask her to play with this ball. Make sure that works. Why are you sad? Horse refusing to play. Are you refusing to play, or can you not play? Oh my god, why did that hurt your feelings so bad? If the horse doesn't want to play, the horse doesn't want to play. You're gonna play now? Okay, good. The horse is playing now. And then I am going to ask horse to come here, I guess. Girl, you gotta stop walking around so sad. It's bumming me out. And it looks like we are good. Okay, you're sad, so you have to give yourself a pep talk. You know what? That is fine. So while she does that, let's take an overview of the home here. We have our little living room, our kitchen and dining with some empty space for, I don't know, added skill building items you might want. A full bathroom over here. We have a picnic table back here, and we have a lofted space for our bedroom. So since she is in the bathroom, let's go ahead and use, and of course there is a ton of horse ranch items in this bathroom. Most of it is, except for the toilet and the mirror and I think the towel. Did I remember toilet paper? I did. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. I tend to forget those in starter homes for some reason. So great. It looks like our bathroom is working, which is lovely to see. After that, we are just going to have you cook. Here it is, have dinner. This wasn't in the last one I did. Oh, maybe because it was a simple living lot. Let's make some grilled cheese. That actually sounds delicious. So something I used differently that I normally don't use are the black appliances. I usually typically stick to white and silver. So I thought that was a little fun like switch up, and I felt like it matched well with like the black trimming or paint on these windows. And it kind of gave a balance to more of the beiges and whites going on. Oh my god, there's a horse in the kitchen. Okay, great. Perfect. Okay, well, we can eat at the table, which is good. I mean, I don't mind if the horse is... well, you're like through the kitchen at this point. Listen to Sierra. Sierra, why are you so mean to me? Oh, I thought we were friends. Anyway, I think we can read something. I think I saw her do that earlier. I have no worry about lighting or sitting on any of the couches. So we are going to make sure we can get up to the bedroom. And maybe I'll have her sit at the desk first. Yeah, the horse can't bother you while you're eating grilled cheese up here. We just ran away from the horse like, let me eat. Listen to Sierra. Oh my god, just backing up through the house. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so funny. Alright, I don't know why I told you to sleep. I usually make sure you just relax. So it is what it is. But our house is fully functional. I mean, it usually typically is with starter homes. So that is good to know. And look, our horse Sierra just fell asleep too. So cute. So we will watch this as we sign off. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's build video. And a big shout out, of course, to my channel members. You guys absolutely rock for supporting me in this way. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I guess I will chat with you all in the next one. Bye!